YouTube forbidden limited list prediction. We're predicting what will get banned, what will get semi-limited, what will get limited to one. Did you waste your UR and SRCP on cards that are just going to get banned? Probably. Let's go.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at it. Let's go.
Back to Duel Links. Mind you, the current tier list is this. It's automatically updated. It's not a YouTube tier list of some BS putting whatever I want here, and there. This is objectively the rankings of tournaments. And if you want to look at non-tournaments or at least combine them with non-tournaments, it then looks like this. This is objectively what is getting Plat 1 or topping tournaments. Now, let's begin. What's the purpose of a ban list? To keep the game fresh in addition to balancing the game. Many people believe it's just to balance the game. The current ban list is a lazy copy of an older ban list from the OCG, meaning the Japanese version of Yu-Gi-Oh! This is a fact. I think the first real ban list will be big. So my predictions are big. Starting off with our ban list predictions, we're talking about what cards will be limited to 2, which generally will reduce the consistency of a deck. And my first prediction is Fire Formation Tenki. This will hit Zodiac Tri-Brigade. Among the other decks that it's being used in, Leerlush Tri-Brigade, it's mainly being used for Tri-Brigade. I do think this card will be semi-limited. Next up, we have Block Dragon. Now, do I have more limits or restrictions for the Adamancipator deck? Possibly. We'll get to that. I think reducing the consistency of Block Dragon, forcing them to have to make the Grand Knight, which means a card like Effect Veiler could be even better, as they're going to have to commit to Grand Knight to grab their Block Dragon. Not a limit to 1. Remember, this is a prediction, not a wish list. I think Block Dragon will go to 2. Moving on, we have Bird Call. Bird Call is being used in the top tier Leerlusk Tri-Brigade deck. They could search this card, but they could also use it to open up a plays. I think this will reduce the consistency of the deck just a little bit. A tiny tap, barely a hit, but they, they're already using Tenki at 1. Let's see what else I think will go to 2. Monster Reborn. I think Monster Reborn will go to 2. Why not? 3 might be too much. 1 is, it's not good because Monster Reborn's barely being used right now. If we look at Monster Reborn stats, no one's playing the card at 100%. Spiral really likes it. Zodiac really likes it. Prank Kids like it. But it's not 100% they like it, so why not bring it to 2? Now we got Nadir Servants. This is being used in Invoke Dogmatica Shadow. Don't want to spoil the next one, even though you already saw it. Invoke Dogmatica Shadow. I don't care your experience from TCG with this card. Tell me if you agree with this. I think that with Master Duel, every deck should be treated as new. Did you have to deal with this in the TCG for years? I don't care. It's brand new in Master Duel, so it should be treated as brand new. And since this is a lazy copy of a previous ban list, just unlimit to 2. Put to 2. Magical Meltdown would still be at 2. This deck would not be too much better, but why not? Now we have Pancreatops. I think Pancreatops could go to 2. It's a very powerful card. The Pancreatops will be able to special summon if you control no monsters. It could tribute itself to destroy any card in the field. It's versatile. Dinos like it, but not enough to play 100% of it. It's a good, healthy card. Good interaction. Then we have Gazelle. Gazelle can go to 2 because, again, I don't care if you had an extensive history of losing to Gazelle. Salamangreat is Salaman decent. Why does the deck not deserve to be actually great? Make it great by putting the Gazelle to 2. Red Reboot. Barely anyone is playing this, and you might be thinking, holy crap, that card's so good in the side deck. What's a side deck? Side deck doesn't exist. It's fake. There's no such thing as a side deck. It's not real. There's no side deck in this game. There's no side deck in Duel Links. They'll probably never implement a side deck, and if you refer to this when they do and laugh at me, I'm laughing at you because I would just change my mind on everything, but I don't think they'll add it. But for now, it's fake. It's fake. What does Red Reboot do? It's pay half your life, negate a trap, they reset it, they get to set another trap, and if you don't win that turn, you lose. It's a -2 and minus half your life points. So why not? Just allow it at 2. Metaverse. Holy crap. Dkayed has no idea what he's talking about. Does he not know how good Mystic Mine is? Mystic Mine would break the whole game. Oh, it's banned. Okay, so why can't we have Metaverse at 2? Maybe even 3? It's not really being used. So I think it's fine. Metaverse could be at 2 or 3. I'm predicting it'll be at 2. No one's really using it. Moving on. Multi-faker. Again, it does not matter how good this was in TCG or OCG. It's not top tier right now. A lot of people believe this could go to 3. So why not? Give the boost to Altergeist. It's a control deck. Give it to him. Card of Demise to 2. Yeah, I think so. This card is crazy good. You draw until you have 3 cards in your hand, which means you're drawing 3. And the only downside is you cannot special summon during the turn you activate this card. And you also deal no battle damage for the rest of the turn, but so what? So what? This is a problem waiting to happen. It's not in a top tier deck right now, but I do think it will go to 2. Again, not a wish list, just a prediction. Alrighty. Now it's time for limited to 1, Called by the Grave. What the heck is Dkayed doing? I think Called by the Grave could go to 1 because it is anti-hand trap. I think it is the 3rd most used card objectively in the game. I think being used turn 1, it's too toxic. I feel turn 1 in Master Duel is a little too powerful, so reducing the power of their turn 1, reducing their negate. They can still play Crossout Designate. That's fine. You want to play Crossout Designator, not as good, then commit to being a good turn 1 deck. You have to do a further commitment if you want that. Otherwise, Called by the Grave being used turn 2 is fine. I think that's fine to stop a card like Maxx or Ash Blossom if you're going second to make plays, but unfortunately, it's too good turn 1. Kaiser Coliseum, it's not really doing anything right now, but Floodgates are too good in a best of 1 game. It prevents you from summoning more than once if you have at least 1 monster on the field, and it doesn't even restrict you if you're using it, because you could summon your 2nd or 3rd monster, whatever you want, only your opponent has to follow the Kaiser Coliseum. Not a problem right now, but I think it's a problem waiting to happen. I abused it in Sky Strikers. I will continue to abuse it. Just because I think it will be banned does not mean that I would not use it myself. And again, this is a banless prediction. I'm predicting it will get banned. I mean limited to 1, not banned. Limited to 1. Skill Drain. Skill Drain to 1. I think Skill Drain should go to 1. A lot of you want it banned, but I think that among the most popular cards, Access Code Talker being one of them, it isn't out to Skill Drain. It's the 4th most used card. It requires you to summon 4 monsters. You're not going to be able to get pluses with Skill Drain on the field. And after committing 4 monsters to make an Access Code Talker, banishing itself to take out the Skill Drain, they flip up another one. That's not okay. Totally not cool. You should be rewarded for taking out the Skill Drain. Here's an Eldritch deck, Eldritch Chad, playing it without Skill Drain. You should feel rewarded for outing the Skill Drain. And as I talked about the Access Code Talker, I'm not saying it should be limited to 1. It could out the Skill Drain, but when they flip another, totally not cool. Now for the controversy, the Forbidden. That's it for my limited to 1. Cards that I think will get banned, not cards that I want to get banned, cards that I think will get banned. So if I find out you unfollow, unsub over my prediction, I'll find you. If a card gets banned, you should be able to disenchant for 30 CP. Dkayed for president. Yes? Yes? We good? I think that's good. I think that's fair. I don't predict it to happen though. Okay? Now, banned. Heralds. Oh, God. Oh, geez. Dkayed has no idea what he's talking about. Oh, no. Oh, God. Stop talking. No, 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 no. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Why? Because Drytron is being used in the Exceed Festival right now without Herald. And guess what? They're having a fun time with their double Ava, with their triple Ben 10, no Herald. They're having fun. The deck's a fun turn 2 deck. Now, we have options. We could make the whole deck crappy and be able to play Herald, and then they don't play the deck at all because it sucks with Herald. It just sucks altogether. Or we could get rid of the Heralds, get rid of the Perfection, get rid of the Ultimateness, and then Drytron could still be a good deck. Let Drytron be a good deck without Herald instead of being a crappy deck with Heralds. Does that make sense to you? I think that makes sense. There's a different way to play Drytron. They don't have to play this, and we don't have to make Drytron crappy in order to play this. Just get rid of it. So let them have fun without these cards instead of gutting the deck to balance the Heralds. Why kill Ben 10? Cyber Angels did nothing wrong. Let Ben 10 have fun in Drytrons. Do we let them have fun with Heralds, or do we balance them around having Heralds? Do they need Herald to be top tier? Maybe they don't. Maybe they could still be a top deck. They did ban them for the Exceed event, and because they banned them for the Exceed event, it tells me Konami's got their eye on the Heralds. I think the Exceed event is a good little show of what they might be banning. True king of all calamities, just like the Herald of Ultimateness, I think this card is a floodgate. It's very similar to being a floodgate. It's just like a floodgate. Pretty much the only deck that's using it is Virtual World. So the big question is, do we make Virtual World crappy but be able to play True King of All Calamities? Or do we let Virtual World have its full power, full identity, but just take away their True King of All Calamities? Because they still got the Chu-Chi to quick effect pop cards. They still got the Shen-Shen. Anything sent to the graveyard will be banished. I love that about the deck. I love making plays with Shen-Shen, Chu-Chi. You got Coral Dragon Poppage. You got Croco Poppage and Drawage. You got Vermilion Poppage. You got the Zulkin to make the Crystal Wing Dragon. So turn one, you can make a Crystal Wing Dragon with a Chu-Chi and a Shen-Shen. That could be pretty decent. Yeah, True King, I think it's going to be banned. In a best-of-3 format with side deck, a lot of floodgate cards, they're okay, but we're a best-of-1 game. It's best-of-1. Best-of-3's fake, side deck's fake, it's not real. This is a lazy ban list that was copy-pasted from previously. If we need this game to be balanced around best-of-1, then I'm sorry. Floodgate cards like Calamity and unlimited cards in your hand like Ultimateness should not be in the game. Union Carrier or Buster Destruction Sword. What the heck am I smoking? The good stuff. The Adamancipator is a deck that mostly abuses this, but anyone that can make the Union Carrier plus have a dragon on the field will be able to do this. The Buster Destruction is a floodgate. It prevents you from using the extra deck. Joel, just don't use the extra deck. No, playing bad or having specific cards to counter a floodgate, it's not the answer. In a side deck format, sure, put this in your side deck, put that. No, we don't have side decks. So Union Carrier or Dragon Buster Sword, one of them have to go. Pure Buster Blader likes the little dragons, so maybe we shouldn't hit the Pure Buster Blader that don't even play Union Carrier. Union Carrier is used in Drytron to trigger Ava, but they don't need it. They don't, okay, take out the Union Carrier, ban it. Do I need to explain myself? I don't think so. Imperial Order should be banned. 100%. I don't know how you could argue otherwise. Get rid of this. It kills an entire deck type like Sky Striker for no reason. I was about to go 10-0 with my Ancient Warrior deck, then I lost to Imperial Order. I think that's reason alone. So Dkayed can go 10-0 with his Ancient Warriors. Does that make sense? Wrongo! You're banned. Phantom Knights are still great without this card. Even some Phantom Knights are not even playing it, and that's fine. I don't think we should shame Phantom Knight players for not playing Wrongo. 21% are not playing it. This card prevents you from summoning, from special summoning. You can't kaiju it. I know if you have 5 materials, the 5th material will detach during your opponent's end phase, and then it will not be able to send the whole field to the graveyard by destroying everything. But still, this is toxic. In a side deck format, it's fine. But randomly getting Wrongoed, that's wrong. That's so wrong. This is best-of-1, okay? Just get rid of this card. We had fun with it. That's it. Move on. The Phantom Knights are great without it. You are banned. You're banned from making YouTube clickbait trash videos about this card. This is a card that helps you one-turn kill. This is a first-turn kill. In Pendulum Magician, I will save you the trouble of giving the YouTube clickbait any more views, okay? It's not that good. It's not consistent. It's not a 500% win rate. It's not great. Okay, 69% are not playing it. And how do you do this unstoppable combo that gets stopped and is not consistent? That's why most are not playing it. All you do is summon 6 monsters on the field with your Pendulum deck. You then make 2 Starving Venoms, with your 4 monsters. Then your other 2 monsters will make the Verte. Verte will then dump the instant fusion to make the Nightingale. Then you win. But it's not consistent. It's not good. Just for YouTube clickbait, this needs to get banned. Just ban it. Now it's time to unlimit cards. We're going to unlimit cards. What are we unlimiting? Gamma. Gamma, I think, could be unlimited. Gamma is a good counter to cards like Maxx and Ash Blossom. It will make you have more thought into using your Ash Blossom or Maxx. This supports a turn 2 player quite well. A turn 2 player using this is gonna make turn 2 a little bit better. Also, you also have to think better when using your Maxx or Ash Blossom, because if you have a monster, if they get a monster on the field, then the Gamma's not usable. So you do want to play around Gamma and also play the Gamma. Ash Blossom's #1 most used, and it does stop the Gamma, does not destroy the Gamma. They could use the Gamma again later. But why does Ash Blossom get to be #1, but a card like Gamma can't be unlimited, which will still not make it #1? I think that'd be fine. Next up for unlimiting is Reigeki. What the heck? Reigeki is sucky. It's competing with Lightning Vortex, which Lightning Vortex requires you to have no face-up cards to activate, but you could destroy back row, or you could destroy monsters. Now, it's only attack position monsters, but still. The versatility of Lightning Storm is why people are main decking it more than Reigeki in a best-of-1 format. Reigeki is barely seeing use. Reigeki at 1, who the heck's playing Reigeki? New players are playing Reigeki. Give us more Reigekis. No one's playing it even above 30%. This Numeron's like it, but still, that's fine. More Reigeki, please. Widow Anchor to 3. Maybe you hate Sky Strikers because you played against them in TCG. Guess what? I care this much. I don't care. It's a new deck. It's not new. It's been around forever. No, it's brand new. Everything in Master Duel is brand new. It's all new. Okay? And if it's brand new, it's allowed to be top tier. Everything that's brand new. I don't care about what happened to you at locals. I don't care what happened to you in the paper game. It does not matter at all. Master Duel is a new game. Everything in the game's new. So this deck could get a little bit a boost. Give it a boost. It's not top tier right now. It will become a bit better with the IO being banned. If they ban IO, I think this could happen. Harmonizing Magician. What is this being used in? Well, in a non-top tier deck. Oh, but this dude says top. No. It's not top tier, okay? This is not top tier. This is not a top tier card. Oh, Dkayed doesn't know how good this card is. I know how good this card is. It's not top tier right now. Pendulum Magician. I don't care what tier list you're looking at. They're lying to you. Not a top tier deck. You could give up a boost to this deck. The Pendulum Magician has a lot of cards limited. The Double Iris, the Astrograph, the Sorcerer here. They could have the Harmonizing at 3. They could make the deck a little bit more consistent, make the Structure deck purchase a bit better, and that's fine. Why not give this deck a little bit of a boost? Because, again, everything in Master Duel's new. Everything new deserves to be good. Red Eyes Darkness Metal. Well, who's even using this? YuGiOh used to use it back in the day. Metal Dragon of Darkness. This card's cool. You banish a dragon, you summon onto the field, you can then summon a dragon from your grave or your hand. It's not really being used that much. Dragon Link's using it at 1. Who's using it at 2? It's at 2 and no one cares. No one cares. So just put it at 3. Why not? Thunder Dragon Roar. Dkayed, don't you know in 2017 this clapped the world champion locals of my tournament? I don't care. This is brand new deck. Thunder Dragons are brand new. The game's brand new. And the deck's already got a ton of limits. The Hawks at 1, the Gold Sharks at 1, the Colossus at 1. The deck's not top tier no matter what tier list you're looking at. They could help the Roar out at least. They could even probably do some other unlimits or limited to, maybe with the Colossus or Hawk or the Gold Sark. We'd have to see what happens after this, but this is a prediction of what they could do. This deck deserves a little bit of a boost. ABC Dragon Buster. According to the chat, this is a forgotten deck that Konami has this limited to 1 for no good reason. It's their boss monster. You got some ABC decks here that are doing kind of decent enough to get Plat 1. but there's no real good reason to have this be limited to 1 besides your arbitrary past experience of the paper game that no one cares about. Just put it to 3. Why not? Let's go. A, B, C, come back. Now get ready for the big one. First of all, Dkayed, are you anti-paper? No, I'm originally a paper player. I've played with more paper than you before you were even born. I played paper before Duel Links. I am a paper player at heart. I played Duel Links because there was no good way to play paper in my area. My locals is dead. Even for Magic, it's dead. I'm a paper player at heart. Back in my day, before we had Dueling Facebook, I had Dueling Network. I played that all day, every day. I was grinding for top 10 every month. That was my jam. I loved it. I played Dueling Network and League of Legends all day, every day, and I clapped fools. But beyond that, so I just want to let you know, I am a TCG player, okay? I love you. I appreciate you. We're just having fun, all right? But with that said, the chat's going to tell you what should be unbanned. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let YouTube know what should be unbanned. Go. So your mom, Dragon Ruler, Zodiac, LP, Dragoon, Pog, Dragoon, everything, your mom, Yada, Garusu, Mermail, wait, Mermail's banned? Okay, my mom, nothing, my Saber Invoker, okay, some pot of greed, okay, something Phoenix, Blade Phoenix, a fairy, D's nuts, your mom, okay, good, Shockmaster, Gia's something, the Pog, the Fiber Jar, all right, let's go.